Hello everybody and welcome into the SFA Season 17 Week 3 BearCave games. We've got another slate of SFA action coming to you live here on a beautiful Tuesday afternoon. And what a slate it's already been. We just came from an awesome watch party and we also had some great sim results, including a shocker as North Carolina goes down in OT to Charlotte. So welcome on in. As always, guys, if you're new around here, this is the SFA. It's an online dynasty ran through Discord, Twitch, and YouTube. You can jump in anytime, claim a team, and build them up to be a national champion and have your chance at a national championship trophy. If you haven't already, check out our YouTube channel where you can see Jay Jetta's unboxing his Season 16 Natty Trophy and his Season 13 National Championship Trophy. Good fun. Welcome in, guys. As always, we're going to start out with BearCave, and then we'll get on into the rest of it. The watch party will be uploaded a little bit later on tonight. Nathan's got some gummy worms. Yeah, this is definitely a wild week already. Yeah, I saw Pizza putting up 65 on somebody's dome, so yeah, it's going to be good fun. So let's get on into it as always, folks. And we got a fun slate. This week and next week are probably the last non-conference games really of the season for the most part. And then we've got the New Heights Classic coming to you a little bit later. But we're going to start out with Rutgers and Indiana. Coach Nathan taking on Kenzie. Nathan was the coach last year for Rutgers until he got fired. So, as always, guys, yeah, I'll post it later because I'm not going to upload the video while I'm streaming. But we do predictions, so get those bobbing us up. You can get a raffle player. So this one is going to be a who covers. Are you going to go with Rutgers at -6.5? Or are you rocking with Coach Nathan, who got a victory last week? So you guys got some time on the clock. As always, guys, check out our friends over at Home Field Apparel. They've got 5 different things dropping this week, 3 new schools and 2 new collections. So a lot of college basketball stuff. We're gearing up for championship week. We're gearing up for March Madness. So Home Field will have a lot of cool stuff coming out. Zach, what did you use your Home Field gift card on? A lot of belt to ass here in the comments. Nathan Mania, absolutely. That's what we're looking for. If Kenzie's not here, kick. All right. Yeah, I don't see Kenzie here, so. Oh my goodness, Zach. Paralyzed by choice. I know how that feels. All right. We got Indiana. We've got Rutgers. Let's get it going. We're going to go on board with Indiana. Keon Park, see if they can get the job done at home and shock the world. So first game of the day, if you are new around here, BearCave will jump in, sim to the end. If it's close, we'll watch it live. And then we'll have a full game day a little bit later on here as we got Jay Jettas taking on his former team in Oklahoma and Oregon in the New Heights Classic. But here we go. Nighttime in Indiana. Love that Indiana's getting more of a focal point here. Very rarely have we came to Indiana on a BearCave game. So here we go. We'll see what Rutgers decides. Nathan, do you want heads and kick? Doesn't matter. Here we go. 7 minutes on the clock as always. Make sure my audio is all good. We're ready to go. BearCave is kicked off here for week 3. Indiana starts us out with a 3 points. And 3 points again. So 41-yard field goal is good. No touchdowns yet. Indiana gets on the board. Rutgers responds. Remember, they're pretty much all ham-sold, but really evenly matched here early on. 13-10, 17-13. Here comes Indiana. As we're going to the fourth quarter, Indiana might just have them on the ropes. They're up 11. Oh, baby, but Rutgers is coming back. Can Keon Parks get the job done? Remember, we'll jump in at the 2-minute mark if it remains close to get a 30-yarder. Can Indiana score again? We're not jumping in quite. Yeah, yes, they do! So it's back up to 11. We're not jumping in. Keon Parks, the SFA player. I almost jumped into the game there. I'm too excited. So cannot jump in yet because we are at 11 points. We need Hamsol to get a touchdown here. Oh, they get to goal to go, and there it is. So will they go for 2? They do, and they get it. So will they go for the onside kick? They are. 3 timeouts, down by 3. Can Indiana survive? They grab the onside kick, and they are going to get back to the 35. So Rutgers has to get a 3-and-out here or the game is over. So we will see Western Michigan transfer SFA quarterback Keon Parks. See if he can get the job done. 1 first down is all it takes. Safety's coming on down. That's Ryu Zellers, the SFA player. Keon Parks keeps it. He goes to the outside. There goes Keon. Oh, baby, what a play for Coach Nathan. The keeper for Parks may have just done it. An unbelievable start to BearCave here tonight. It's another keeper, and this time he goes down. Nathan Mania, baby. Under center, I form. Can he bounce it? Yes, he does. He's a man. He's pushing. It takes 3 men to take down Darren Bowen. So 3rd and 9. They can still technically get this ball back with some time. Keon in shotgun, just no incompletions. It's a handoff up the gut. Oh, he has room. Touchdown, Nathan. Touchdown, Indiana. They're going to win this game. Bang, bang, bang. So now it's back to 10. So we have to go back to the sim to see if Rutgers can get a touchdown here. Clock is running out. They're getting big play after big play. It's goal to go again. They do get the touchdown. And they do get the extra point. So 2 seconds left and another onside kick. Can they recover this and maintain time? It's caught by Indiana. And down he goes. 1 second left. Indiana's going to win the game. Barring a miracle. There it is. Nathan takes down Kenzie and shows Rutgers they should not have fired him. Unbelievable start here as Indiana, almost a touchdown underdog, is victorious. When are you guys gonna stop picking covers? This is not the season of covers, folks. As we had a true 50-50 split. I guess that's what a spread is supposed to do. Split you guys right down the middle, but the plus 6.5 gets it done. Congratulations to those who won. What a start to the BearCave slate. 20 people watching. D-sleep. Oh, God, I'm going to lose to Indiana, aren't I? Probably. Think you should worry about SMU first. Great job by Coach Nathan. Congratulations. I know you're watching. If it wasn't posted, he's not on the injury report, but sometimes there's like injuries that like they keep leaving early every week, so that might be one of them. So we look at the scoring summary, and there it is. Yes, this is all rigged, Dogwater. I'm actually playing on a separate monitor. So Keon Parks goes 30 of 47, 378 and 4 touchdowns. What a game by him. Miller had 12 receptions, 171 yards. Childs and Williams get double-digit tackles. TFLs goes to Childs. 1 sack on the night by Brodus Walters, the SFA player. No interceptions and 3 deflections. And for Rutgers, another disappointing game. Still no wins for Kenzie in his Rutgers tenure. 23 of 44, 355, and 2 tutties for Ham Soul. 7 for 152 for Brandon Wright. 4 TFLs for Jacob Crum. 1 sack for Ryan Young. No picks. Couple of deflections and 1 fumble for Andrew Neal. So that is going to do it here from Indiana. Indiana has a winning record. They are 2-1 now. That is incredible. Great job at Coach Nathan. So our players of the game, Ham Soul, Keon Parks, Jonathan Childs, and Andrew Neal. And so as you guys scoring your BearCaves at home, this is a Indiana outright. All right, so next game we'll be going on over to is Troy at New Mexico. A lot of media attention surrounding Troy and Coach Uni with freshman quarterback Cleet Peppers. We'll see what happens here against a longtime coach, Coach Chum Toad over at New Mexico, still trying to find his footing out there. So, Coach Uni, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive. This is a 4.5-point favorite for the Troy Trojans. So, who do you think covers? You got Troy at minus 4.5, or are you rocking with New Mexico as the true underdog? Get your predictions in. Cleat time. Some are saying cleat is short for clitoris. We'll leave the media up to see if that's true. We might need to see a birth certificate here for Cleet Peppers. 5-star who in week 1 broke the team record for passing yards in a game in a shocking upset over SMU. Alright, so we'll jump on board. I do not see anybody in this game, so we'll just go with the away team and do heads and kick like usual. On slime, Cam, on slime. Is Troy going to be on slime, or will New Mexico be sliming the Trojans? I know a thing or two about putting slime on my Trojans, if you know what I mean. It's what Uni is saying in the server. He keeps saying on slime, like how people say on God or whatever. On dead slime. All right, here we go. Heads and kick. Can Cleet Peppers get another big time win here on the road? Bro, I'm talking about a football team. So here we go. Troy gets a touchdown first. 7-7, 14-7. We got all gas, no brakes here. 14-10. 20-10. 20-17 in the first half. Troy has the lead, but New Mexico hanging in there. The Lobos. They take the lead. Troy takes it right back. Troy extends it to 10. We're in the fourth quarter. Another good one brewing. It's another 3-point game. Cleet Peppers drives down. They take the lead. Oh, baby. 37-31. We'll go one play at a time. They have to punt it. Troy has the ball again. Can they run the clock out? They're going down. They go up a couple of scores now. So we got to see if New Mexico can fight back. They're down 14. We cannot jump in unless it's a one-score game. So here they go, and there it is, the touchdown. So 1 minute 57 seconds left, down by 7. They're going to go for the onside kick. I I don't know if I agree with this here, but we'll see if they get it. Oh, it's Boyd! It's Doit who has the rock! Oh, it's Troy! Troy survives. A hideous bounce, and New Mexico can't pick it up. So a first down here for Troy should be enough as Cleet Peppers comes onto the field, number 99. The handoff to the running back. He goes outside. He cuts back inside, and that will get about 7. 45-38. Does New Mexico have a miracle? Cleet Peppers, will he decide to throw it? The handoff. And bounces. That's going to be short. Rutledge could have gotten the first if he stayed inside as Axelson brings him down, the SFA player. So a critical 3rd and 1. They're in shotgun. What is Cleet going to do here? He's going to throw it. Peppers, open man on the right side. And that may have just killed the Lobos. So Troy is currently covering as Cleet Peppers has another 300-yard game. It's a keeper for Cleet. He does not have the speed. He breaks one. He gets slapped about, but hangs on to the rock. It'll be 2nd down. Technically, they can still get the ball back after they stepped out of bounds. 2nd and 11. It's Peppers. Broken tackle. Cuts upfield. Touchdown, Troy! What a play from Aaron Rutledge, and that will put this one a little bit out of reach. Touchdowns in a game. Aaron Rutledge. Domination. All right, so we'll go back to the sim engine. See if New Mexico can get back within range here. Couple of quick passes. That's going to be a score. And the extra point is no good. So we'll see. Can they get the onside kick? It's 52-44. This time they wrap it up easily. And that is going to be a game. Troy is going to get it done. They'll go to 2-1. Another non-conference victory. So we got to watch the kneel down. Make sure no funny business happens. So that will be a Troy cover. Well, back to some normalcy here on BearCave after a couple of wild weeks in a row. 000s, there you go. So the Troy cover, 59% of you guys guessed that one correctly. Congratulations. Aaron Rutledge, 5 touchdowns and 1 through the air as well. A 6-touchdown game. Will we see him in the Heisman race? So for all the hate that Cleet Peppers has gotten, he's put 50 on your dome another week here. When is Cleet Peppers going to get the respect he deserves on Slime? It doesn't matter if nobody likes Cleet Peppers. You can respect him. Oh, man, Coach Cam from the top rope. Negative aura. All right, so here is the scoring summary. So only one passing TD, it looks like, tonight here for Troy on 52 points. Cleet Peppers goes 20 of 38, 335, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Running the ball, 150 on the ground, 5 touchdowns, 1 for Peppers as well. Chris Hemphill led the way with 7 receptions and 117. And on defense, Joe Smith gets 9 along with Wilson. 4 TFLs for Wilson, 2 sacks. No interceptions for the defense and a couple of deflections. The one fumble for the SFA player, Carlton Thorne, and he recovers. And for New Mexico, Blake Johnson, the redshirt senior, he had 6 passing touchdowns, and they still lose by 2 scores. Running the ball, Matthew Griffin couldn't really do too much, as they had 2 guys over 100 yards. Really good day through the air. And on defense, 3 TFLs. They did get 1 sack, 1 interception from Kyle Schaefer, 4 deflections and 1 fumble, but it just wasn't enough for the Lobos. So like always, we got to get our players of the game, but this is a Troy cover. Nice effort there from Coach Chum Toad. Here are your players of the game. Rutledge might be in it for Player of the Week nationally. We'll have to see. Maybe it's Garrett Gamara. All right, so as we continue on this Bear Cave, we are now going to Colorado for the stream debut of Mashburn, one of the best rated running backs in a class in a while. They do have Johnny Snott on the shelf, so we'll see how they play. See if they can take down Big Bag Texas. This is a 10-point favorite for Texas at home. So who covers? Do you have Texas at home by 10? Or is the triple option with Rayton Mashburn going to get it done? 1 minute on the clock. Are you going with the Buffaloes or are you going with the Longhorns? And Coach Moon, let me know, heads or tails, kick or receive. And it looks like Coach Moon wants gold, white, gold. Heads and kick. All right. So get those bobinas going. Easy money. So Rayton Mashburn, what is he going to do on stream? They are surprisingly 2-0. Texas lost a weird one in week 0, but then came back and beat Georgia last week. So Colorado on the road to DFK. Or DKR. Okay, relax there, Dogwater. So heads and kick for Coach Moon. You're not kicking out Warrenburg, buddy. So first quarter, can Colorado do something here? Long-ass drive, and they get nothing out of it. What in the world is happening? Neither team, and finally Texas manages to get it, but we get a tie game. Neither team wanted to score there early, but now Texas is out in front by 7. Can Colorado fight back? It's not looking good. They get a couple big plays, but they stall. And Texas adds a field goal. So right now it's a cover as we head towards the end. And oh no, 24-7 right to the dome. They now have to start passing, and look at them cook. All right, let Luke chuck the ball, I guess. It's 24-14. Onside kick recovered by Texas. Can they get it done? No, they don't. Oh, baby. Yes, they do, I guess. Okay, I thought it was 4th down. Remember, we cannot jump in. It's a 1-score game. 4th down, and they add a field goal. So still technically 2 scores. We'll see, can Colorado make this a cover? It's 4th and a million, and he doesn't get it. So Texas is going to win this game 27-14 here at home. That is a Texas cover for those of you guys tracking at home. 53% of you guys were rocking with the Texas cover. Congratulations, and we'll check out the stats here. No touchdowns there for Rayton Mashburn. So TJ Luke, the true freshman, 67 overall. He went 15 of 30, 194, and 2 touchdowns. Rayton Mashburn gets 11 carries for 46 yards. And through the air, Dodal led the way. On defense, Melton and Heron each had 11 tackles. 4 TFLs in total, no sacks. 1 pick for Shannon Silva. A lot of chances at some deflections. 2 fumbles for Maurice Graves, and they still couldn't do anything with it. And for Texas, Patrick Stewart goes 8 for 19, 89 yards. That is disgusting, but Corey Copeland put the team on his back, almost 200 yards. Willie Hampton only had 2 catches. And on defense, Tamonte Ayers, SFA player, gets 8 tackles, 3 TFLs for Josh Smith, 2 sacks, no interceptions, 3 deflections for Chris Lacey, and the fumble for Tamonte Ayers. Let Patrick Stewart cook. He doesn't need a high completion percentage. He's beaten Georgia, now Colorado. Is this once again? It's a Texas cover. It was actually a pretty good defensive game for Colorado. Bummer that they lost their starting quarterback Johnny Snye. I was excited that Colorado could be good. Probably a bad season, maybe a fringe chance at a bowl game. All right, we'll continue on our BearCave route as next up, oh baby, we got a big-time rivalry here. We've got the Denton Fatties taking on the Terrorists down there in SMU and Coach Mushbrain. So D-Sleep, if you're here, let me know, heads or tails, kick or receive. This is a 2-point favorite for the Mustangs. Who are you riding with? Are you going with the Denton Fatties? Or are you going with SMU? -2 for SMU, +2 for North Texas. They share a pipeline. Probably share a girlfriend. And for Patreon, we got, and I quote from Coach D-Sleep, "Nut up or shut up, blackout," is what he's calling this game. So we're going with the All Blacks for North Texas. So I don't see anything from D-Sleep. So Mushbrain, if you're here, let me know, kick or receive if you want it. Otherwise, I'm just going to go on board with the away team per usual. If D-Sleep's going to give it up. Receive tail. All right, there you go. All right, let's get on into it. This is going to be a big-time matchup. Critical in the Conference USA. Both these teams opening games. They both had a heartbreaker and a very great, fun win on stream. So surely this won't be a bad game. North Texas coming off of a stumper against South Alabama. SMU coming off of a big-time win. All right, Wandale Hootie versus Axton Brassfield. See what happens here. Receive tails. He wants the ball, and he's going to score. So here we go. Critical conference matchup. And a 3-and-out for North Texas. Oh, but an interception. North Texas scores, but they tie it up. Here comes SMU now. North Texas driving, but they stall. Same with SMU. Nothing happening. SMU takes 2 score lead. A big play for North Texas, but they can't do anything on defense. Come on. Stop the bleeding. Come on, North Texas, please. 35-17 right to the dome. Can North Texas find a way? It's a fumble. Oh, no. And an interception from Brassfield. This team, man. Oh, it's 42-17. This might be a murder. This couldn't be happening to a better guy. 42-17, right to the dome, North Texas, man. What in the world? It was a great start. And an 80-yard run from A.O. Clinette as well, but Jacrise Bass goes like 4 touchdowns. Oh my god. Axton Brasfield goes 17 of 42. Same as the score line, 40%. Nasty work, 231, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions. A.O. Clement, though, had an okay day. He ran 8 carry, 139 and a tutty. Paul Anderson gets the most catches. And on defense, Spence and Vonderlo lead the way. TFLs go to Samoa and Spence. They did have 3 total sacks. 1 interception for Matt Henderson. And no fumbles. Wandale Hootie goes 25 of 39, 389, 5 touchdowns, 1 interception. And Mushbrain wanted to bench them, as Baldwin goes 4.5 per carry. Jacrise Bass, he goes 8 receptions, 163 tutties, just pure domination. And on defense, you got Ricky Venny, he gets 3 TFLs. Giddy Upman gets 2. The sack goes to Sean Harris. The interceptions go to Foster and Wesley. And the fumble goes to Venny as well. So that will do it here. That is a SMU cover for those of you guys tracking at home. Only 46% of you guys rode with SMU on that one. A lot of you guys are fatty believers, myself included. Can't believe the terrorist one, man. When will Mushbrain get punished for stealing ETN from me from an entire year? Shaking my head. All right, we move on. That is an SMU cover, so 3 straight covers in a row. Maybe getting back to some normalcy here on BearCave. As next up, we've got a very fun cross-divisional matchup in the Mountain West. We've got Boise State, and we got Fresno State. 3rd straight week, Fresno State's been on BearCave. Last 2 weeks, they've lost by 3, so we'll see if they can win this one. Boise State coming off of a big-time win against Cal. This is going to be a 6-point favorite for Fresno. So, Coach Dune, if you're here, let me know. Heads or tails, kick or receive. Get those Bob and Nas going. Remember, you can claim raffle tickets and get a reward player. So Boise State coming down to the Mountain West from the Pac-12 after a realignment this year. Remember, every conference champion gets a spot in the playoff. This is the battle for the milk can, so these conference games have a lot more meaning. You can lose all your non-conference and still get into the playoff. All right. Can Fresno State, who I think is a playoff favorite, can they finally get their first win of the season? Here we go. It's raining here in Fresno. We get to see Borb play today. It's a good day. Hopefully Conrad Gatterdam doesn't choke away the game. And for Boise State, looking to see if Ike Deason can take a step forward at quarterback. So I do not see Coach Dune, so we're going to go heads and kick. So here we go. Boise State, Fresno State. They've got some checkers going. They miss an onside, or they miss a extra point. They have a 3-point lead here in the first. Fresno, can they extend it? Yes, they do. It's 10 points. It's 17 points. Boise fights back. 10 points at the break. They got to get Hankerson and company rolling. It is 20-10. Boise trying to hang tough. The defense hanging tougher. We're into the fourth quarter, and Fresno re-extends it a little bit farther. Not looking good for Boise, but they do get a touchdown. Can they get a stop now? Borb, look at him run. Borb, baby. Borb again. Borb again. A touchdown for Fresno State. Touchdown, Borb. The BearCave. Ah! Apologies. I am not touching the control. Still controlling this. I swear the game's controlling this. My God, dude. My controller freaking out. All right. So still a two-score game, so we got to just sim the plays. Culpepper, Hankerson, the blue square trying to freak me out here. There we go, 34-17. Every once in a while, I have to end up playing Every once in a while, I do have to play a play, but if you don't touch the controller, it just controls it for you. But Borb goes nutty tonight. I was freaking out a little bit too much about Borb. Ike Deason, he goes 19 of 31, 285, 2 touchdowns, rushing the ball. Mario Hankerson gets 61. They just could not run the ball tonight. Wally Culpepper goes 8 for 148. And on defense, Zirkelbach gets 11 tackles. TFLs go to Warded Bennett. No sacks on the night. 2 interceptions, one from Blair Tsunami, the SFA player. And the fumble goes to Chase Ward. Conrad Gatterdam goes 16-31, 188, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Borb goes for 206 yards, baby. Yes, sir. 3 touchdowns as well. Grant Goslin leads the way receiving. And on defense, Carey gets 9 tackles, 4 TFLs for Johnson, 3 for Hauser, 2 sacks, no interceptions. The deflection, the fumble is Rip Hauser. And that is going to do it. That is a Fresno cover. So we're going on a bit of a cover trend here. Borb gets player of the game, as he should. So Fresno cover. Let me pay out the Bobanos. There you go. All right, so 5 games in. Not much of note besides Indiana's shock in the world, but now we've got the Patreon BearCave game of the week. We got Wyoming. We've got LA Tech. So I see Coach Keat wants the red uniforms. Coach Wind, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive, or if you want a uniform. Let's see. And then for the spread, this is 2.5-point favorite for the road team. We saw Wyoming on game day last week. A lot of people are high on this team. So Wyoming minus 2.5, despite being the lower rated team. So I think a lot of people might be favoring LA Tech here. Seems like a pretty fun line. All right. So I don't see Coach Wind. So if you're here, Keat, let me know, kick or receive, and you'll get priority. Oh no, there he is. Heads and kick for Coach Wind. This is an out-of-conference game, Conference USA versus Mountain West. We had one of these on Watch Party, and it went towards the Mountain West. So we'll see if Wyoming can get it done. Oh, here, I'll scroll through your options just so you can see all the alternates. They're not really options are just presets. So it's basically just white, red, white, right, so they're not really different jerseys. All right, here we go. Wyoming taking on LA Tech. Man, Wind, you're behind. You're just now saying I'm right here. As we've got rain down here. Husky Boyle. Wrap up those knees in the rain. We don't want to avoid the injury. 2.5 point favorite for Wyoming. LA Tech must feel disrespected on that one. A critical non-conference game here. Let's see what happens. Gonna fast forward. Heads and kick for the Cowboys. They will have to receive. Here we go. First quarter. Both teams 1-1. LA Tech starts the scoring. Wyoming quickly replies. One of the better offenses in the group of 5. They showed it on game day last week as they add a touchdown. Here comes Wyoming. They're up 2 scores. Oh, baby, Wyoming again. 28-7 right to the dome. 28 unanswered. But here comes LA Tech. Can they mount a response? Just hand it to Husky Boyle. 28-14. They're on their way as we head to the fourth quarter. And that's an interception from Champ Bloomers. What are you doing? Just hand it off and you'll be okay as he goes down for a sack. Oh, it's 4th and 1,000,000. They're going to have to punt. Somehow got to find 2 touchdowns here. Now, they are getting them to 4th and 9, but my goodness. So, Laz Palmer, all right, that's a good start. Now it's 3rd and 10, 4th and 10. What are they doing? 4th and 10, Laz Palmer again, baby. Throw it to Laz Palmer a 3rd time. Remember, we can't jump in unless they score. Lucher Stensby gets there. 1st and goal for Stensby. 2nd and goal, touchdown, LA Tech. So here we go. The onside kick now for LA Tech. They have all the timeouts, so even if they don't get it, they'll be okay. Oh! Oh, LA Tech has it! The punter gets his own kick. The Oklahoma transfer, the national champion. Here comes LA Tech. Gage blast. Incredible. So here is Champ Bloomers now. He's going to yam that to the corner. It's caught. Laz Palmer, he's up to 152 on the day. One of the best receivers in the group of 5. They're across the 50. They need a touchdown. Stensby in the slot. Quick throw, and that is dropped. The rain playing a factor here. Yes, Jay Jett has been a pretty fast BearCave. Cross the 50 now. Husky Boyle in the backfield. Quick option. Oh, Champ Bloomers probably wise not to pitch that out. Could have been bad as Crawford gets his 8th tackle of the day. 3rd and 10. Hey, Jay Jettas, can I get a number 4, no tomato? Thanks. 3rd and 10. Champ Bloomers. Shotgun. 4 over the middle. Open man. 1st down. Darren Washington. Here come the Bulldogs. They bring a blitz to the right side over the middle. Oh, incomplete. That must have slipped out of his hand. Can I get a toasted number 4? No tomato. Thanks. 2nd and 10 now. 1 minute left. Second and 10. Husky, they don't give it to him. Champ keeps it. He has room, and he gets himself 8. 3rd and 2, plenty of time on the clock. Massive play here, just hand it to Husky. 3-man front, let him eat. It's going to be a pass, there's going to be a screen pass to Husky, and he drops it. Probably for the best, but it's going to be 4th down. Here we go. Game on the line for the Bulldogs. 4th and 2. Under center. What is the call from Keat? Bloomers. It's a throw. Bloomers over the middle. Caught! Down to the 2. It's Laz Palmer again. Bang! Laz Palmer, baby. 1st and goal. Quick option. Champ. Bloomers can't get it in. Down at the inch. Jeremy Butler, the SFA leader in tackles currently, saves the game. Can they stand on their head? Shotgun form, 46 seconds. The handoff. Husky Boyle ties it up. The March Madness reward player from 2024 gets it done. But was that too much time? So here we go. Wyoming has the ball. They will return it. Oh, there goes Jay Derby with a head of steam. So 40 seconds left. 1 timeout here for Chris Neal and company. Gotta watch Harrison Gray, number 2. He had a breakout performance last week. Chris Neal, as time, hits his man. It's Harrison Gray! Right as I said. Here we go. The 1-star SFA player doing his best Rylan Warrenberg impression. 1st and 10, immediately across the 50. One of the best offenses in the group of 5. Empty over the middle. It's another catch. This time, Sterling Scruggs. He gets 10 as well. The clock is going to start ticking here soon. They got to hurry it up. They're already inside the 40. Fringe field goal range. 30 seconds left. Neal, once again, has time. Floats it, and it's caught! Harrison Gray came back for it. That was risky. How much closer do they need to get? 15 seconds. They gotta hurry it up. Empty set. 10 seconds now. Chris Neal. He yams that one, and it's caught! What a drive from Chris Neal! 1st and goal. They're gonna run a real play. They do have the timeout. Last hope for LA Tech. It's a handoff here. He cuts inside. Down he goes. So now the field goal to win the game. So the field goal to win the game, it's going to be a chip shot. Wyoming feeling the pressure. 26 yards to win it from left hash. The snap, the hold, the kick, it's good! Wyoming gets it done! Chris Neal, what a drive there at the end to get them in range. LA Tech never had a chance. So for those of you guys scoring at home, that is a Wyoming cover at the very end. So the covers continue. So Patreon coaches knew that one. 45% of you guys rode that line. Beautiful game. Laz Palmer, man, he did so well. Tough loss there. So now we're going to get into some more of the big-time matchups. So we take a look at the stats. As always, Husky Boyle had a couple. Blankenship got into the end zone. So Chris Neal goes 22, 32, 294, and 2 touchdowns. Running the ball, they had a lot of people, so maybe a Jamie Brown injury. He had 2 touchdowns. Chris Fowler led the way with 6 catches. Blankenship and Gray, the 2 SFA players, get 4. Garcia and Long had 9 tackles, 3 TFLs for the both of them, and sacks going pound for pound against each other. Marcus Robinson and Mike King both got picks. 4 total deflections. The fumble goes Jeremy Butler, but he couldn't get the recovery. And for LA Tech, Champ Bloomers goes 19 of 39, 271, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Husky Boyle gets 81 yards on the ground with 2 touchdowns. And Laz Palmer, player of the day, 10 receptions, 167. On defense, Baron Veenkamp and Birnbaum led the way. TFLs go to Cox and Veenkamp. 1 sack for Cox. Interception goes to Andrew G. Deflections go to Gibbons and Crosby. And no fumbles. Yep, so just to recap, everybody has been a cover except Indiana to start the day. Indiana outright, everything else has covered. All right, so next game is we are going to go to check out Army after their insane win against Iowa State last week. Can they do it again against Ohio State? So this is a CPU versus CPU game, but Ohio State, they are an 8-point favorite. Are you rocking with Ohio State? Is Ohio State for real this year? Are they back? We thought Clemson was back, and then they just lost this week to Virginia, of all teams. So you never know what we're going to see here. Can Army do it 2 weeks in a row? Independent team here definitely could make a run for the playoff. Who do you got? Ohio State, number 8 in the country, an 8-point spread on the road. Surely they'll win this game, right? And remember, guys, New Heights Classic tonight, NRG Stadium. Oklahoma taking on Oregon and their former coach, Jay Jettas. Gonna be an absolute banger. New Heights Classic is always good fun, as we'll jump on into Ohio State and Army. Here we go, the fly on in at Mitchie Stadium. Heads and kick as usual. Remember, guys, you also have recruiting. Check out the board. It is updated as of right now. Recruits will be after game day. Army starts us out. Come on, Army. Do it again. Oh my God, the defense from Army has been incredible. They succeed a touchdown, but they retake the lead. Here to halftime. Here come the armed forces. It's 10-7. Ohio State takes the lead. And they can't do anything. The field goal is no good. And it's 21. Oh no, not like this. 28 right to the dome in a hurry. Army doesn't look like they can recover from that. They had a 10-7 lead. See what happens here. They are driving it a little bit. And there you go, touchdown. All right, so remember, we can only jump in if it's a one-score game. It's 11 right now. Not looking good. Can they get a stop, though? Not looking like it. 31-17. Yuck. Come on. Get a touchdown. For the cover, no. So 31-17 is your final. Ohio State will cover as well. Vincent Hoffman is back, 14-23, 190. Pat Stone leading the way with 28 carries, not 100 yards. That is nasty work. Just a hard-fought victory from Ohio State here. Is 5 TFLs from Roberts. 2 sacks on the night. No interceptions, deflections. They had 3 from Harrison. And a tight end, Casey Jones, forced a fumble. And for Army, Andy Gatewood, 17-34, 215 and 2 tutties. Waller gets 11 tackles, 3 TFLs. No interceptions. Fumble goes to Fritz, and he recovered. So that will be an Ohio State cover. The cover train continues to roll. Choo-choo. I think probably a lot of you guys, 75% with Ohio State. They couldn't repeat what they did to Iowa State last week, I guess. All right, we will continue on. Perhaps the game of the week. We got Ohio going on the road to take on Auburn. So, Coach Black, if you're here, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive as you take on Auburn, who made a quarterback change this week, put in their backup quarterback. See what happens here. This is a 5.5-point spread for Auburn. Got another team projected to make the playoff in Ohio this season. Is Ohio Mania alive once again? That is the question. Are you going to rock with Auburn? Or are you rocking with Ohio? Plus 5.5. Tails and kick for Coach Howard. I believe Ohio's offense is the highest rated in the group of 5. I think only Wyoming and Cincinnati, maybe Coastal, could be competitive, but I believe Ohio's is the highest. So here we go. Ohio Mania on the road into the Deep South. Remember, it was just a small time ago where Coach Black went on the road to Kansas and won in double OT that we thought was one of the biggest upsets in SFA history. But now Ohio Mania is a powerhouse. They might be able to knock off the impossible, a top 10 Auburn. My, how things change quickly in the SFA. So here we go. Jordan Hare, tails and kick. Ohio Mania infiltrating. Maybe they can channel their inner Diego Pavia when he was at New Mexico. Is Nolan Figs him? A quick interception, no score. Auburn gets 3 to start. Touchdown, Ohio. Bourbon boozing, though, the 7-footer rumbling and tumbling. And no, they're up 2 scores. Ohio Mania owning the first half as Auburn scores right before halftime. It was Reed Briesler. Next quarter, can Auburn? They can't do anything. Ohio maintains their lead. They finally give it up, but they tie the game as we head to the 4th quarter. Rudy Rollins has the rock. They're going to have to give it back, and Auburn can't do anything. The field goal is no good. It's 29 yards. So here we go. Ohio Mania has the ball. They're running wild. Can they score? Across the 20. Here they come. It's 1st and goal. Touchdown, Ohio Mania. They take the lead under 3 minutes left. So Auburn is on the ropes here. We'll jump in at the 2-minute mark. It's a big-time throw from Thad Russell to Kofi Garnett. And this is where we will jump in. 2 minutes left. Auburn needs a score. Bourbon boozing in the backfield. The 7-footer looking the feast. Auburn looking to run some clock. Deep drop for Thad. He floats it. That's a catch. A broken tackle. And that is going to be 6. Caught by Kofi Garnett, the SFA player. So inside the 30. Under center. Dicker stick. Hand on the ground. Bourbon boozing in the backfield. Dicker stick in motion. The quick drop. He takes off. It's that. He has some speed. He gets to the outside. Breaks that tackle. And he gets inside the 20. They need a touchdown to tie it up. Thad Russell, the new starting quarterback. He has a lot more speed than the guy that they benched. Inside the 20, back under center. They are wanting to power these Bobcats. They float it to Bourbon. He gets some room. There goes Bourbon. Boozing. Touchdown, Tigers. He's finally healthy, and he takes over the game. Who would have thought when these 7-footers were healthy that they would be pretty damn good? 24-24, Ohio Mania has their chance. We've seen Nolan Figgs already poop his pants a couple times this year. Can he find a way to settle down and lead this team to victory? They'll start just across their own 20. Legacy moment, 1 minute, 3 timeouts. Just like I said in my Yams series, no excuses. You've got your chance. They're going 5 wide. Nolan Figgs. He has time. He yams that. Hits his man! What a catch. It's a first. Lester Jones. 1st and 10 at the 40. They are in yam range. Nolan yams it again. This time it's intercepted! It's going the other way! Not like this! What a pick! So now Auburn can win it in regulation. Russell, he takes off. He finds some room. There he goes. They're across the 45. 45 seconds left. They have all their timeouts. Russell, open man. He spins inside the 35. But remember, their kicker's already missed a 29-yarder here. Nothing's a gimme. But Ohio is starting to feel it crumble. Russell, he takes off. Can they get him down? They do. Down he goes. 29 seconds left. 2 timeouts. Maryland die. They'll hand it to Bourbon. He goes to the outside. He cuts in down at the 30. Trying to stay in bounds. Run more time off the clock, I guess. It would be a 47-yarder from here. 24-24, split backs. Russell floats it over the middle. Wide open, man. It's LaHonda Dicker stick down to the 2. What a catch and run from the tight end. Ohio Mania looking for a miracle. Under center, the handoff to Bourbon, and he doesn't get it. They're going to hurry it up. What is happening? 8 seconds left. Not like this, Auburn. They're going to run a play. Auburn, 1 touchdown. It's Logan Bronner, the SFA player. On your dome. What in the world? What a game. 2 seconds left for Ohio Mania. And they will have to return it. Now or never. It's never. Down they go. Auburn will win it. And, yeah, Auburn went for the cover, man. That is nasty work. It was looking like an Auburn no cover, and they go for the cover. The bettors are in shambles. Congratulations to the 32%. That is a nice, chunky payout. Oh, man, what a tough game to lose. Yeah, timeouts roll over, surely. What a route from LaHonda Dickerstick, man. Incredible job. SFA players, folks, they make or break. Yeah, I gotta investigate Auburn here. What was Cabbage pick in that game? If he picked Auburn cover, then we might need to avoid some points. All right, so the game of the day, Auburn 31-24 is the final. They score 14 points in the span of a minute. It's always that thing, man. If you push too hard and you throw a pick, Nolan Figgs, 17-32, 195, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Rudy Rollins goes for over 100 yards. Lester Jones led the way in yardage. On defense, Ulysses Hasselman had the most tackles. 4 TFLs for Jamal Dunlap. He also had 2 sacks, along with Hubert Wells getting 1. No interceptions, 1 deflection. They didn't really play all that well in coverage, but they had 3 fumbles, so. Auburn, Thad Russell, his first career start goes very well. 22-39, 321, and 3 TDs. Run the ball, Bourbon Boozing gets 184 and a tutty. Kofi Garnett got 6 catches, so did LaHonda Dickerstick. Touchdowns go to Breezer, Boozin, and Bronner, the triple Bs, the big baller brand. All SFA players. 13 tackles for George Jude. You got 4 TFLs. Quinchon Holyfield had 3. No sacks on the night. 2 interceptions. 1 for Griffin and Beach Castle, the SFA player. And no fumbles. All right, we're not going to start the King Horny thing. No, sir. All right, your players of the game, big old Bourbon Boozin. I love that our star running backs are healthy this year. It feels like it's been a while since we've had all of our star running backs healthy. Bourbon Boozin, Husky Boyle. Love to see it. So that's an Auburn cover. All right. So we've got a lot of covers, so that means we're due, right? As we get to see number 1 Tennessee. Number 1's been a bit of a revolving door already, as we've had Oklahoma and North Carolina both lose so far this year. Is Tennessee due? Arkansas undefeated so far. Can they pull off the impossible? So who covers? Are you rocking with Tennessee, the 14-point favorite at home? Or are you rocking with the Woo Pig Suey? Are the piggies coming to town? Are they coming home? This little piggy went to market. This little one stayed home. This little piggy had roast beef. I don't know what the song is. All right. Let's get her done. Arkansas, just do your job. I've always wanted a good Arkansas in the SFA. We had it when they had KJ Jefferson, but they could never get over the Baylor hump or any hump, really. I almost went to Arkansas. If I wasn't going to win in Season 14, they were going to be on my short list for a new team. Nope. Cam, if you DM me that or post it in the BearCave channel, then I'll change it. But anytime something like that, it automatically just goes to like Arkansas. So you gotta post it or do it right now so that I know it was before the game started. And as a reminder that I'll actually do it before I calculate BearCave scores. So just DM or something. Boom, chicka bow wow. The #1 scoring team in the country is the Arkansas Razorbacks. Let's see if they can shock the world in Neyland. They've got transfer running back Eddie Wilkins, but Porter has been dominant. Heads and kick. Why is Mike's Coach Gronstall going, screw you, Jay Jettas? What does he do to you? So here we go. What is going to happen is Arkansas... We got a safety! Oh, man, a 9-point start. Not a good omen here for the Pigs, but they get a touchdown back. Oh, a quick score for Tennessee. You got to stop with the turnovers. You can't do that against this team. They're going to dominate you. So averaging 50 points a game, you've only got 7. Oh, no, Tennessee might be actually good. You hate to see it at 39-7. A pick from Sven Vandersloot. Not like this. They get 1 back, but this is pure domination. 39-13, there you go. 39-13 is your final. I mean, it was over before the fat lady, the Denton fatty, was singing. As you got Lance Porter going 19-33, 219, and 2 interceptions. Running the ball, Eddie Wilkins gets 42 yards and 2 touchdowns. Yeesh. 14 tackles for Jason Newell, 6 TFLs for him. Domination off the edge. No sacks, no picks. 2 deflections, no fumbles. And then we'll check on Tennessee as Adam Dukes goes 19-25, 298, and 2 touchdowns. Run the ball, Dennis Martell, 142. Through the air, you got Brian Hall leading the way. And on defense, Gerard Beebe, SFA player, 8 tackles, 3 TFLs. Sack goes to Craig Ryan. Interceptions go to Vandersloot and Hazelhurst. And the fumble goes to Williams. Who had a stroke? Did Nick have a stroke? Seems like it. He's never here. He's just busy. Alright, so that's a Tennessee cover for those of you guys betting. 51% of you guys went with the Tennessee cover. Yep, all business coach now. That's how a lot of people do it, and that's perfectly fine. The SFA is designed to enjoy how you want it. All right, one more game, and it's probably the best game of the week. Besides the New Heights Classic, we got Minnesota, and we got Penn State. Dave versus Rick. Cross-divisional matchup here. So, Coach Rick, let me know heads or tails, kick or receive, as you are the away team. Tails and receive. So, this is a 2-point favorite for Minnesota. Minnesota having another standout year. Trying to take Minnesota to heights that Jay Jettas simply could never. And then Dave, back at Penn State, seems to be accelerating the rebuild. Great start to the season. Get your Bob and Us going. It's a 2-point spread for Minnesota. Our last game of the stream, and then we'll come back for the New Heights Classic a little bit later. Yeah, it took me a while to get Miss TC to understand how online friends aren't fake friends. Yeah, no, I get that. Is what it is. Alright, tails and kick. And then we've got traditional homes for Dave. Perfect. Tails and receive. Alright, number 4, Minnesota. Surely that's not an overranking. Surely they're ranked perfectly. Come on, Coach Rick. Let's see what you got. If anybody deserves a natty, it's Coach Rick. Come on, boys. Coach Wind. Wind, you're a straight state trooper. You know all the places to hide a body, right? Don't come arrest me. Alright, here we go. Minnesota, Penn State, Beaver Stadium, ruining the whiteout here. A little disrespectful. Alright, tails and receive. We'll see if Coach Rick can get it done on the road. This could be a very tough matchup. They're chanting, "We are." There must be lead in the water. As a 14-0 for Minnesota. Kazaruni who? What a start, but Penn State fighting back. Here they come. It's 14-7, and they tie it up. Back and forth, back and forth. Here we go. An instant classic in the Big Ten. Penn State 21 unanswered. Minnesota gets a field goal. Not looking good. They got to drive this one, and they do. They take the lead. Kazaruni, though, back on his front foot. They're across the 50, inside the 40. Here they come. We're going slow with this one. And they go for the field goal, and it's no good. So Minnesota takes over. They go 3 and out. We're 4 minutes away. So Penn State back on the field to get a 10-yard penalty, a negative rush. It's 3rd and 20. And that goes nowhere. They're going to have to focus on the defense yet again. And they do. They get them in 4th and inches. Remember, we can only jump in if it's 2 minutes left. They go for it on 4th down. Jonell Rivers gets it done. 2 minutes and some change left. Here we go. Down 3. Can Penn State get a stop? They are desperate. All timeouts. Field goal would be just fine. Ryan Tyler back at quarterback this season. Man in motion, Jonell Rivers in the backfield. They'll hand it off to the receiver to the outside, cuts in, and he doesn't get much. That first timeout comes on out here for Penn State. Second and 6. 2 minutes left. The handoff to Rivers. Up the guts, a 1st and more inside the 5. Jonell Rivers, the transfer. He's bopped around from Virginia Tech to Tulsa. Minnesota may have found a gem. Here's Streaker, top of your screen, the former #1 prospect. 1st and goal, it's Rivers. Up the gut, touchdown, Minnesota! With ease. So we got to go back to the sim because it's a 2-score game. That's how we do it. If they score again, though, we'll have a chance. 4th and 2, and they get a penalty. So 3rd and 5, 4th and 3, another chance for Penn State. And a 24-yarder to Kira Streaker to dome him. And that's going to do it. Congratulations, Coach Rick. The undefeated bid remains. It was scary there for a second on the 55-yarder from Tweedy, but Jonell Rivers gets it done. So Ryan Tyler goes 15-27, 174 and 2 touchdowns. Run the ball, Jonell Rivers, 139 and 2 touchdowns as well. Kira Streaker leads the way in yardage. And on defense, you've got Corey James with 10 tackles, 3 TFLs, along with Garcia. 1 sack for Tommy Garcia. Interception for Gerald Jenkins. Deflection for Eric Lombardi, SFA player, and that is it. For Penn State, Levi Kazaruni goes 19-30, 291, 3 touchdowns. Jeremy Ward goes for 61. They couldn't really run the ball today, but Baker goes for 110, Tweedy for 80. And then on defense, Wyatt Germ gets 13 tackles, 3 TFLs. Sacks go to Reed and Larkin. No interceptions on the day, and deflections, they get 3 of them. I think this is just a case where Penn State is just not quite there. It's going to take more than probably 1 cycle to compete with the big boys for Penn State. So once again, that is a Minnesota cover. So a very traditional week. Outside of game number 1, we had all covers as we head into the final game of the day, the New Heights Classic, which will be game day. Now remember, folks, as is BearCave tradition, we will take a look at the slate for next week, kind of get a preview of what is coming down the pipe. That'll take about a 5-minute break, and we'll come back for game day. Remember, all VODs will be posted later on tonight. Highlights from game day will be available tomorrow. We also got recruits coming later on tonight as well. So we just want to make sure we have one more game left. Yes, we do. Oklahoma at Oregon. Going to be an absolute banger. And let's take a look at week 4. It's week 5 in game, but week 4 in the SFA. Auburn at South Carolina. Baylor, Notre Dame. That will be a good one. And the Cy-Hawk game, as always, an SFA Classic, will be a highly encouraged game day choice, as always. We love going to the Cy-Hawk game. We go most years. A&M LSU. How about the start for Illinois? 3-0. Shocking the world. Texas Tech, Oklahoma State. They're shocking the world at 3-0. Florida, Tennessee. That'll be a big divisional matchup. Arizona, Eastern Michigan. That's a big-time matchup. Tough start for North Carolina. 1-2 to start the season. Leaving that division wide open now. All right, so that's going to do it. Thank you guys all so much for watching and supporting the SFA. We'll be back in about 5 minutes for the New Heights Classic. Let me pay you guys out. 67% of you guys went with Minnesota cover, as we'll be back here in about 5 minutes. Do not go anywhere. Peace, peace.